Hi guys, and welcome to our mini art history lesson on op art. Op art came about in the 1960s. There we go. Op art is really based in mathematics. It has to be so precise, and it's a perfect place to learn about op art when we're talking about craftsmanship and really paying attention to what you're doing, living in the moment, using your very best practices and skills and tools, all of your experience, and really working with the material. Without extraordinarily precise craftsmanship, op art just wouldn't work. And you see here, op art uses repetition of simple shapes, that's a principle of design, repetition, and colors to create vibrating effects, foreground and background confusion, an exaggerated sense of depth, and other visual effects. Op art sprang up in the 1960s, although one of the major artists that we'll learn about, Victor Vasarely, he was doing optical illusion art as early as the 1930s. So what kind of computers did people use in the 1930s through 60s? It's a trick question, isn't it? If you said none, you're exactly right. These were all hand-drawn and hand-painted. So hopefully, even though to our 21st century eyes this looks, like it's computer-generated, it's not. It's totally handmade just to show you, extraordinary craftsmanship. Here's some by Victor Vasarely. And when I was in high school, I had a chance to be an exchange student in France. And I saw one of his exhibits, Vasarely's exhibits. You have to imagine that these paintings here, they overwhelm you. I remember them being so big, like 5 feet by 5 feet, like something like the one on the right. I mean, it's been a long time, but still, they are huge, and they just overtake you. They overwhelm you with color and the sense of movement, even though it's a two-dimensional surface. Pretty amazing. This one in the upper right here, this is by an artist, an English artist. Her name is Bridget Riley, and she does a lot of black and white images, or at least she did back in the 1960s. Again, so precise and all hand-drawn and painted. Pretty amazing. We're going to go through some of these. Just remember, these are huge. The scale is enormous. Oh my. Hopefully none of you have had a recent concussion, because to look at some of these for any length of time, it boggles your brain. How about this? Try to focus on some of these dots. And what happens when you focus? They turn white. But what happens to the peripheral vision? The dots in off of your focus. They turn black, don't they? Even though they are all white. It's pretty crazy. How about this one? Ready? Here's a crazy one. This is not animation. This is your mind tricking you. I'll just let that spin for a second because I enjoy looking at these. Okay, how about this one? The outer ring of rays appears to rotate clockwise, while the inner one appears to rotate counterclockwise. How does that happen? It's an optical illusion. I'm not getting that one so much as I get this one. This is the autumn color swap. Whoa. Okay. It says called the bulge. The floor appears to bulge out, though this image consists of only squares. Are those straight lines? It's really an illusion, isn't it? This checkered background consists of squares, but appears to wave. In addition, the figure also shows a waving motion illusion. Yeah, I see that, how it's a wave. Okay, a couple more here. Concentric gray circles appear to be spirals, but they're really not. They're just one circle inside another, but the way that the pattern is offset makes gives you an optical illusion. And this is the last one. Rollers. They appear to rotate without effort. On the other hand, they appear to rotate in the opposite direction when observers see this image keep blinking. Pretty crazy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little presentation on op art, and if even though you're a 21st century person and you could do some of this stuff online or using a computer, give this the respect it deserves, at least, just for the craftsmanship alone. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye.